Hey, what's going on, players one and two of every age? This is Spider Nerd signing in. Thank you so much for joining me. What I'd like to do today is just do a quick review of the Civil War event for Marvel Avengers Academy, a mobile app available with iOS or iPhone devices and Androids, whether it be phone or tablet. And I'd also like to do a quick rank up. But before I do the rank up, because I definitely want to keep you at the edge of your seat on to see who I'm going to do as a rank up, I'm going to go ahead and hop right in and tell you what I thought about the Civil War event here. So, with all honesty, the Civil War event started obviously a month ago with right in tow of the Civil War movie that Marvel and Disney came out with so many moons ago. Uh, so, this one was supposed to be more of a college setting. So we got a lot of great early unlocks, a lot of great story, and a lot of great mini games to go along with that. The one thing that I have to just what really started to bother me was due to the fact that towards the end, it seemed like the game was, and this is obviously the company, and this is Tynico and the programmers. It's none of their fault, but they started to pretty much force you bend your arm, so that way you can go ahead and do the early unlocks. You can buy those crystals. It almost felt like you were forced to. I know that Winter Soldier was an early unlock. You didn't necessarily have to unlock him. Um, or any of the other characters at all. You didn't have to do anything, which is perfectly fine. But with all honesty, you get this game and it's free, but you also want to enjoy it and you want to enjoy the little perks it gives you. Um, Several of you did ask my opinion on who I would choose first because, like I said, there were several characters you wanted, and I know a lot of them did show up first. Like Lady Sif from the Thor universe showed up along with Peter Parker. Believe it was Peter Parker first, and then like 3 4 days later it was Lady Sif. But with all honesty, a very, very fun experience. Basically, the story, for those of you just kind of browsing through YouTube, those of you who are subscribed to me already know exactly what the story was about. But pretty much, Hydra School brought the fight to the Avengers Academy. Um, Tony Stark and Iron Man, or wow, sorry about that. Tony Stark and Captain America had a lot of um, difference of opinion. Um,
Just like the good old days.
Captain America thought that it was a great strategy to to try diplomacy and to train soldiers to uh, um, protect the school. And Tony Stark wanted to use robots, and we all know why Tony Stark using robots is never a good idea. Um, so you got to build all of your characters um, and rank them up, and you got to take care of all the Hydra thugs, and eventually you got to unlock a lot of the early characters. And one of the first characters that you got to unlock was Wonder Man. Of course, if I were to rank him up fully right now, it'd be 107 gold, and who's going to have that kind of cash with them? Um, I liked this character story. It was very, very brief, and you had um, very, very few resource actions to have him do. And I really hope that in the next event, Tynico Avengers Academy fixes that with some sort of patch or just quick little update where they have a lot more to do. Where if they're gonna be if they're gonna be doing, um, let's see here, an 8 hour quest like develop chemistry here, um, they should get a lot more than one of something. I believe there was you got three of the iron plates for the developed chemistry, and Appreciate Yourself was one. But with all honesty, I'm getting sidetracked here. They didn't update enough of them, and that's what kind of bummed me out. Is that okay? I'm drowning in iron plates, and I'm drowning in iron vibranium. There's nothing that you can do. There's no sort of trade service, which would have been great actually. I have so many of this. Let's go ahead and do a fusion where I can go ahead and put so many of the vibranium bars and so many of the iron plates or something like that to create gold plates, so that way I can get a lot more. And unfortunately, board here, the mission board here, wasn't helping too much. Only during the last 24 to 48 hours of the actual event did we start noticing that gold plates were pretty much just raining from the sky. And I read a comment on the Tinyco or Avenger Academy's Facebook page that pretty much hit it home. That it just felt a little unacceptable for them to have a character do a quest for 8 hours for only two of something, like two resources. But with all honesty, that's pretty much the biggest gripe I would have. But there was another unlock that you could go ahead and do. Maria Hill. This was actually not a Civil War unlock. This actually seemed to be coinciding with the Civil War event, but she was a regular unlockable for the main story. Right now, it does appear though that I have to be level 36 in order to get her fully ranked up. But with all honesty, not a big deal. She was a fun character, and she's pretty much exactly the way she would be um, in the movies and even in the comics. Actually, in the movies, she's Nick Fury's go ahead, but in the comics, she's just really, really gruff. She's, like, she's there for the mission. Anybody else who's in the way needs to be dealt with 100%, and that's just really, really gruff. And that's kind of a mixture of what that character is. But another early unlockable, actually not an early unlockable, but Crossbones was part of the Civil War event too. I have him fully ranked up, um, and a lot of great animation for this one. Basically, what I liked about this character is that he was exactly that. He's a mercenary. He was a character that played both sides, and he went over to, I believe, Iron Man's side, uh, due to the fact that he did not want to go ahead and be a part of Captain America. He wanted to be against Captain America. Um, and that was just an amazing side quest. And he also started towards the end of his quest line, brought up a wonderful team of mercenaries, I believe called the Thunderbolts. And that brings another topic that I definitely want to talk about in later videos, just about other teams coming in. And they've been bringing it up a lot lately in different quests. But I'll definitely leave that for last right there. But one of the greatest. He's one of the greatest characters I didn't think was going to come, even though he's obviously he was plastered all over forms of media, whether it be movies, comics, Facebook, etc. Was Black Panther himself, the King of Wakanda. Great side quests. Um, he was there with Tony Stark on Tony Stark's side. A lot of great animations and a lot of great side quests. Um, I love his actually, you know what? Love his design. A little too dark, with all honesty, but that's kind of his thing, I guess. He, no matter where he is, it's just gonna be really, really dark. So I'm not too worried about it, but I like his design. Very, very unique. I've never seen a design for the Black Panther uniform like that. But basically, when you got the Black Panther, you also got his kingdom of Wakanda. Wonderful animation here. As you can see birds flying around sorry, tree there, and you also have his throne. Basically, there's a quest called Assume the Throne, and in previous, you can definitely check that out in previous videos. But he sits on the throne, and the throne projects his database there. But basically, other quests he and Iron Widow and I believe even Wonder Man can do, where they go around the entire um, they go around the entire. No, I did not want to do that. All right, the entire area, and they just climb around. But with all honesty, really good. It wasn't really. It didn't help with resource gathering. Would have been great though, um, to even gold plating, even vibranium plating. But whatever.
My
Another
spider
great
sense is
one was
tingling.
Spider Man. He's I have him up to rank 4. I do have a video of that up there. I know several other YouTubers have pretty much all of their characters fully ranked. Sorry, um, but a lot of great animations here for him, and with all honesty, I kind of wanted to focus on just getting early unlocks. And with all honesty, if I want to rank him up, I'll rank him up a lot later. Um, in the closing of the like right after you got Madam Hydra and right before the Bucky Barnes Red Skull quest, um, there was a newscaster that stated, "Oh hey, they're all Captain America and Iron Man have mended bridges, that kind of thing." In other news, in New York, uh, or in Queens, there is a new group called the Sinister Six. I thought that was a great name drop, and I really think that that's going to be a future quest involving teams, and that's another reason why I think Spider-Man is going to be able to be unlocked there as well, and I'll be able to finish on ranking him up, and it definitely will involve those papers that I needed in my previous video. But let's see here. No, there was another one there.
Spare me your excuses. If you say so.
Here we go.
If you
This
say
was
so.
another skin, but this was a great skin to get. I was so happy. Basically, you get the Ant Man Civil War costume. And basically, what was great about this is that you got a lot of extra quests. Watch Your Step was a wonderful quest where he jumps up. You know what? There's not really other side quests available. Why don't I go ahead and
Fantastic.
have him protect the academy here? I think you guys are going to get a kick out of this. New viewers as well as old subscribers. I just love the animation. Let me just there we go. Now he's Giant Man, and what's great about yep, there it is, the blimp. It's just an amazing animation. But you got several crates as well, gold crates as well as black shield crates. The gold crates you needed the cosmic shards in order to get them, and that's how I got the Giant Man costume. Um, and with the black shield crates, that happened about a week ago. I have a video for that as well. All you had to do was spend vibranium bars like crazy, and I was drowning in them towards the end of it. I really think that next time, if they ever see something like that happen, and by they I mean Tinyco, the company making this game, um, see that happening again, there should be a quick little update or patch that says, you know what, there's way too much going on here. Instead of having them use the cosmic shards, why don't we just have them use the resources that they're drowning in? Because as of right now, all that work you just did, it's no longer there. As you can see, other games are
That's my
begging my
jam.
attention, but whatever. Um, I did also, however, rank up my other characters. Um, before I hop right into that, however, I don't believe I showed off Lady Sif, but I do have
Chaos is victory.
chaos does equal victory. Right, so as you can see here, I have Madam Hydra. As of right now, I'm not going to be able to rank her up anymore, but she was also a pretty fun character. She's basically a go-between. Like, she still does she still works for Hydra School, but she also came with a wonderful side quest with her classroom where she can go ahead and teach the Avengers about Hydra because she was really scorned by the Red Skull. I really liked her design. Very interesting um, uh, uh, animations, and I really hope you guys enjoyed my voiceover work. With all honesty, if you guys are like, no, don't do that again, by all means, I'll probably
You'd
stop.
be a fool to fight me.
Another great early unlock was the Lady Sif from the Thor universe. Love her entire outfit right here. Um, especially the midriff. No, not the.
I
There we go.
refuse to lose.
Especially the midriff. But when she first came here, she had a baseball cap. She had like a windbreaker, really cool. And when you fully rank her up, you get her full Asgardian costume here, where she can do a lot more. She and Captain America, her side quests, really pretty much involved sports. Once again, I'm really thinking that they're heavily leaning towards doing sporting events involving the Avengers Academy, and that's going to be amazing. But all in all, I really did enjoy the Avengers Civil War event. A lot of things that I felt they could have done differently, but all in all, great choice in characters, great subplots. Um, with all honesty, I really do wish that next time they ever do an event with the quest lines here, um, it pretty much you're almost in the same boat as you are with the regular quests in blue, um, where it takes you forever to get them ranked up, and by the time that there's another side story going on, you need to spend more money in one way, shape, or form to go ahead and continue that. And by money, I actually don't mean the gold coins or the cosmic shards. I actually mean monetary, like from your bank account. It felt that way anyway. But with all honesty, these are pretty much all the costumes. Another thing is I ended up getting the Iron Widow costume. Basically, that was a freebie unlock from the Civil War event very early on. That's basically Tony Stark bribing the Black Widow to be on his side. So she got a lot of great uh, um, quests, like scanning the city, as you can see here, and also hiding, but basically like a snake from. Oh man, that game is actually escaping me right now. Anybody in the comments below, do me a quick favor and remind me what that game was. Basically, she takes a box and she hides in it. Very cool. Um, the World War II Captain America, you got a lot of World War II freebies from the Black Shield box. I guarantee you that's probably going to come next. You got the Captain America Falcon costume, as I showed you before. Here we are, the Capbuster Iron Man. Basically, just he built it to kind of throw up a middle finger to Captain America. But with all honesty, I kept calling him Optimus Prime Jr. That's kind of what he reminds me of. But really arrogant quest lines. Um, by this time, I wasn't really rooting for Tony Stark. I mean, I was Team Cap anyway when the original Civil War comic came out. But with all honesty, really good design, and he was just building it to be a jerk. So we of course have all the other costumes. This is the Captain Star Lord costume. Those of you who just tuning in or didn't even see my Guardians of the Galaxy videos. This was early on lock. All you had to do was um, get a certain amount of points as well as a certain amount of ramen, as you can see here. And of course, the retro futuristic wasp. But with all honesty, that is definitely my shout out to the Civil War event. Pretty good review. With all honesty, I'd probably be giving it at least an 8 out of 10, probably an 8.5. There were a lot of great aspects to it. Ooh, completely forgot. Last but not
I'm
least,
searching for the
and if I
world's
am missing
greatest
anybody,
hamburger.
by all means, guys, let me know. I was also able to get rank 5 Agent 13. Really good animations here. Not much of story though, and I mean, with all honesty, with the Crossbones and Agent 13's lines, they were pretty much there just to interact, and they not much to contribute when it came to resources like Lady Sif. But with all honesty, like I said, give it an 8.5. And what I'd like to do now, before I call it a video, is rank up Pepper Potts finally to her rank 5 rescue costume. Basically, rescue was a quick little Iron Man suit that Tony Stark made Pepper Potts as a emergency kind of suit, just in case he wasn't able to get there. I think, well, in all honesty, it's probably a plug for ratings. But without further ado, let's go ahead and rank her up. There you go. Character upgraded to rank 5. Administrative Avenger. This is definitely my best business suit. I don't think she's heroic right now. She just seems like a Tom girl. All right, and we have Pepper Potts fully upgraded. And right now, she is. Oh no, I have to split this in two parts. But with all, she's busy right now doing another side quest. She'll be done in about 6 more hours, and once those quests actually start giving us like bearing any fruit, I'll definitely throw up another video to show um, how those quests roll out. But as of right now, guys, definitely a pleasure as always. This will be Spider Nerd signing out. Have a great day, and if you have any questions or concerns, by all means, type it in the comment section. And don't forget to mash that like button and sub. Bye.